This old eunuch, determined to turn this little monster into a deadly weapon, used a special whip to lash his face every single day when he grew tired of doing it himself. He handed the whip to his subordinates, ready to beat the boy to death inside the iron cage. Ethan watched the man approach. Fear consumed him. He struggled to escape, but his feet were shackled tightly with chains. It was yet another brutal beating, but then something unexpected happened. The man threw the whip to the ground and slowly reached into his coat from within. He pulled out a large, ripe pear and gently placed it in front of Ethan to ease his fear. The man took the first bite himself. It wasn't poisoned. It wasn't a trap. Then, carefully, he offered the rest to Ethan's mouth. Ethan, still shaking, leaned forward and bit into the fruit for him. It was the most delicious thing he'd ever tasted in his life from that day on. The man never used the whip again. Instead, he would often sneak Ethan out to the back of the mountain to play, watching this once feral creature smile and laugh. He couldn't help but adore him, but the man also knew what the world would demand of someone like Ethan, so in secret, when no one was watching, he began to train him to turn that gentleness into strength, to mold him into a silent weapon. It didn't take long before it all fell apart. When the old eunuch discovered what had happened, he flew into a rage. He ordered a citywide manhunt for Ethan, and the man who helped him was also marked as a traitor with nowhere to run. The man was forced to flee the capital under the cover of night, but the Eastern Bureau had eyes everywhere. It wasn't long before his trail was discovered. After a violent confrontation, he was finally captured and brought back in chains. But on the way to the city, a terrifying beast burst from the shadows, wild, furious, unstoppably, tore through the guards like paper. No one could stop it. In the chaos, the man clenched his jaw, broke free from his restraints, and ran faster than he ever had. Then came the blow. One solid punch. The beast froze, and in that single heartbeat, something changed. Its eyes softened, its form began to shift. It was Ethan, the little monster the man had once saved, and now the creature that had come back to save him. His name was Zane.